What is up, Lions Nation? This is the We Are Lions Nation podcast post-game show. I am the Soul Man. Joining me, as always, we got the one and only Stat Man in the house, who changed his name and put a space in between. I see. Very observant today. We have the smartest man in the room, Dr. Von Doom, and smoking Mother and Jeremy B in the house.
What's going on, fellas?
Still reeling.
Still reeling. Mm-hmm.
I'm still loving that energy from that win. I don't care if it knocks us out of the number one pick. We won. We beat a 10-win team, first NFL team in history to be a 1-win team beating a 10-plus win team.
By 10-plus points.
See, the one that I seen was we're the first one ever to do that.
There's been 3 teams. I researched it.
Okay. So the wording on the post was a little off then.
Yeah, so it's actually the first 1-win team to beat a 10-win team that not only was a 10-plus win team, but the first seed in the NFL by over 10 points.
Oh, okay.
We have Grandizer 12 says, yo, congrats on the win. We Are Lions Nation podcast. I hit the like button on the way in. Hope you're having a good day. Happy holidays and season's greetings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grandizer.
Tom and Amy say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
And Crazy Ken's in the house. Says, what's up, guys?
Hey.
The
Hola,
father of my
senor.
arch nemesis.
Come on. Two stupid jerseys. Come on.
3. Dolphins with just a third.
Oh, crap. Okay. Hey, we are at 183 subscribers on that March to 500.
Yeah.
Don't forget, when we get to that 500, myself and the Stat Man will put on a dress and sing a lovely duet for you all. That's still happening, no matter what.
Oh, boy. Yay.
Also, Stat Man, what else does becoming a subscriber, what does that do for one person? What does that do for them?
Well, first and foremost, if you hit subscribe and then you click on the notifications, you'll get notified every time we come on. But we do have a subscriber giveaway going on at this moment where as long as you click subscribe, you go onto our Facebook page and post a screenshot of your subscription. You
Or
will be
message one of us if you can.
To win these 2 awesome helmets. Plus, we have on the way an autographed DeAndre Swift jersey as well that is going to be going into that giveaway. And you will be entered to win all 3 items. So, potentially, right now the chances are really good. I think we have 48 people entered into the drawing right now. We got a little bit more. Because it was 45 last time, and I've only seen 3 new people get entered in.
Well, last night the list you gave me was 50.
I don't know how I counted off 5 people entered in there, but still the chances are really good to win all 3 items. You could potentially win every item we put into the giveaway. So please get out there and get yourself entered.
Right now we have 49 entries into the giveaway. 49.
How did we lose?
I just counted
Just figuring out how we lost people again.
Andy took his name out of it the 10 times that it was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. Andrea Sulez, that's not me. Just so you know, it's a random subscriber. Spelt very, very similar to mine. but it's not me. No, we are. Hey, and I want to tell everybody too. This is not the first giveaway we're going to do. This is or the only giveaway. This is just the first giveaway we're going to do. We're hoping to do a lot more, and we are thankful for everybody that has subscribed, everybody that tunes into us every week to catch all of our great content. Speaking of the great content, make sure you join us tomorrow night and every Wednesday night for Gridiron Chat. It's our NFL show where we talk about we take a look at the playoff picture for the NFC and AFC. We also have our featured division, which this week will be the one and only NFC North,
the
Super
black and blue
about that.
division.
And yeah, I think we're going to be doing our draft show, draft special show on the Gridiron Chat as well. If I'm correct, I think that's what we decided to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to miss that. A lot of great content for you guys. A lot of fun stuff happening. A lot more fun stuff to come. So make sure you're jumping aboard. Hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell and hit that like button for us. If you're in here right now watching, hit the like button. Those likes only help us out. Grandizer 12 says ESPN just reported that Craig Reynolds is still running on the Cardinals defense.
Yes.
I bet he is. Netflix. He is a beast.
Dan Davis, what's up, big guy?
Hey,
How's
buddy,
it going,
I
Big Dan?
hope you feel better. I know you said that you were not feeling well, some flu symptoms possibly. So hang in there, buddy. Rest up. All prayers up to you.
Also, I just want to put this out there. The Cardinals are a bunch of cowards. Still won't post the final score of that.
I know.
That's okay. We already posted it a million times.
Cowards.
Mrs. Leonard says, hello, gentlemen. I hope you had a wonderful day. We did. Thank you.
Yes, it was terrific.
Well, I speak for everybody, I guess, there.
I'm guessing the Go Lions is one of two. I'm thinking it's the guy out of Lansing that I like the most there, Joseph Host.
Maybe.
Well, you can't have favorites there, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I've been friends with him longer. So, yeah, he's going to be a favorite.
Okay, we'll let it slide this time.
I will not.
But one more time, and you're...
It was Joe.
What? I got my favorite sister in here. She watches the show. She just doesn't comment.
I'm gonna pop up the injury report. I don't believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe there was an injury in that game that I remember.
Nope. All the injuries were on the Cardinal side.
There was injury news, and that's what I have for us today. Not injury, but COVID related. Jared Goff test positive for COVID. He is on the reserve COVID list. Or is it reserve? Yeah.
And Matt Nelson as well.
Yep. I just wanted to share that in case people didn't see it. I'm sure many Lions fans have already seen that, but just wanted to put that in there because we didn't have any game injuries, so why not share that?
I know Josh Reynolds did get banged up a little bit during the game, but he came right back out on the field. So
yeah, there was nothing. It was a stinger.
And Crazy Ken says, hello, guys.
Hello,
What's
sir.
up, Crazy
How
Ken?
you doing, Dad?
He must have forgot. He said that to us already.
It happens once we get old. We start losing our memory and forget what we said already.
We'll let it slide this time. Crazy Ken, we got you. Big Dan says, I'm feeling okay now. I had morning allergies this morning. Just scheduled myself to get the booster shot for this Sunday. Mrs. Leonard says, do you only have one sister, Jeremy?
No, I only have one sister on social media.
What was that flag for, Satman?
Nothing.
I know what it was for. I just wanted to see if you said it. Big Dan says, call up QB Steve Montez from the Lions practice squad. We haven't seen what he can do yet.
Can't be worse than what Boyle did.
Bolt fan, crazy how many players are on the COVID list. Yep.
Yes, it is.
Mrs. Leonard says, I see. Bolt fan 44 says, for week 16.
Man.
Crazy Ken says, hey, I resemble that remark.
We know.
Mm-hmm.
So do we.
We love you, Crazy Ken. our number one oldest fan, Crazy Ken.
The only guy that's been alive to see all but one of the Super Bowls.
That's
a good stat.
Yeah,
Talking about stats, stat man. Glad you brought that up because it's time for key stats.
Along with all offensive guys, Jared Goff, 21 for 26, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles, a 139.7 quarterback rating. And then we got Craig Reynolds, Mr. Netflix, 26 carries for 112 yards and a 4.3 per carry average. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, no surprise here. He's kind of came out into the spotlight the last few weeks. 8 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. And he had that 37-yard touchdown reception, which was the longest catch of the day for him.
Thing of beauty, that catch.
Yes. I mean, Goff getting out of that pressure. I mean, he was able to step up in the pocket, get away from a guy, and then lob it right over top. Beautiful pass.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple things that I want to point out, but we'll do the hot and cold players for one of them. But, you know, like Dan Campbell said in the locker room, welcome to the D, Arizona. Not dirty-minded, smartest man in the room. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you can't say. Never mind.
I just smiled.
I'm just going to leave
They got beat by the D.
Mm-hmm.
He said, welcome to Detroit, mother.
So they got slapped in the face by the D.
Really,
Yes.
Andy?
That's a flag. That's a flag.
And some potential other
Connotations there.
meanings there. Yeah. So I had to throw the flag on that, buddy.
Wait,
I'm going
let
to give
me
you
go
another
to-
one. You get 2 on that.
Let me go
That
to
was
the
rough.
official ruling. It's not a flag.
You don't
Yes,
have
it
a
is.
red. You don't have a challenge flag, so you have no authority here.
It's BS. Big Dan says the superback Jason Kabinda scored a touchdown on a short pass. That was awesome.
Yes, it was.
We have Michael Huck in the house. Says St. Brown starting to really show. Hard to believe people thought he's a bust.
Another guy too,
You know-
Amani Arawariye. He keeps playing solid. He's coming into his own right now.
What's funny is they called Amon-Ra St. Brown a bust after 2 weeks with only 3 drops. He has not had a drop since the second week.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never called him a bust. That's for sure.
No, I'm saying
Very
the,
impressive.
He was what, a 4th round
The
pick.
fans.
How would your rookie 4th round pick be a bust yet? That's stupid.
the fact that he has 3 touchdowns now, that's pretty good for a rookie.
I want to read something that
Yep.
I found that Dan Campbell said. If I can find it here. Let's see.
Welcome to Detroit, mother.
No, not that
Oh, okay.
one.
I do like that quote.
Keep clicking on the wrong thing, so give me a second here.
Yeah, you're supposed to be clicking on the article, not Pornhub.
Well, it's kind of keeps popping up. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta
You're
find
watching
where I
that
posted-
midget porn again.
I can't find where I posted it. Flag? Are you gonna throw that flag?
Yeah, that's a flaggable offense. I admit it.
All right, so everybody's been talking, and there's still people talking about the Lions winning and ruining the draft pick. Well, here we go. I just wanted to read this off of what Dan Campbell said about that. He said, I mean, think about it. Think about it for a minute. You want me to go in front of these guys and say, hey, guys, we're just going to go and see if we can lose this game so we can keep the number 1 pick? I mean, that makes no sense. So I understand the frustration for some looking down the road. But, man, when you're a coach and you're playing, you're in this moment. It's all about winning and competing. That's what we're in it for. I know we got a damn good GM, and he'll find a way to get good players on the team no matter where we're sitting. You won't believe me when I say this, but honestly, I wasn't even upset, he said. To me, it was like, yeah, this is the next thing up. I'm not even surprised. I feel like that's where we're at, man. You know something is coming. What's the next shoe to drop, and we'll deal with it and go. I just kind of laugh at it. We'll find a way and move on.
I love it.
That is why I love Dan Campbell. Right there.
Is that not basically what I said after we won on the post-game reaction show? I said, why do you want to tell guys to lose when any wins is going to help the morale of this team and to help lose the losing culture that we've had for decades?
And he's right. We have one of the best people to make those calls and find those players. And
right. And if the player that you want isn't there, he'll probably trade the pick back.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm glad to see that he came out and even addressed it as the head coach. He didn't have to do that. But when you're...
he had to, because I heard...
No, when that's when that's all that Dan Campbell was hearing, of course he's going to address it. Of course he is.
I was going to say something about that because I called down to Allen Park to leave a voicemail for the Lions and the coaching staff on Monday. I wanted to tell them that was quite possibly the best 4 quarters of football I have seen since 2014. It was a complete game. No, I didn't care about that, but I left my name, I left where I'm from, and how long I've been a fan. Hey, Tyler Black, how you doing?
Oh, Tyler Black's in the house. What's going on, man?
So I just wanted them to know how I felt about it as a fan. That's it. I don't care if they call me back. I don't care if they email me. Whatever. Who cares? I just wanted to do that because when I called and I talked to the receptionist, they said, "Are you going to complain like the last 300 callers?" I was like, "No, I'm here to give them kudos for what they did."
And Coach Campbell is spot on with what he said. I mean, you have to put trust in your general manager to make good decisions, especially in draft time, to find the right guys for fits on the team. Look what we did with undrafted free agents.
And they will find them. And your point right there, Logan, of look what they did this year with the undrafted free agents they got. And the guys on the practice squad. I mean, look what they've done. So I'm not doubting them. But he's 100. I'll get to it. He's 100% right that you're not going to go in and tell a team, "Hey, we're going to lose so we can get the number 1 pick." You can't tell your players that. I mean, and what players are going to go out there and try to lose? It's ridiculous. So people
not when they've been
that, shut the hell up and get out of here. That's all I got to say to you.
Not when they've been trying so hard against so many good teams and they've been so close to winning. And now think about it. Their 2 wins came against 2 teams that were above 500 when they beat them. Mm-hmm. What's the knock on Matthew Stafford by all the hater fans? Oh, he never wins against plus 500 teams.
Haters.
If you think about this past weekend's game, what did we see on that field? We seen a Detroit Lions team that could possibly beat almost any team that's out there right now. I believe that team can win.
A team that came and showed hard is what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to say. Is I saw a team with more heart than the other team. Arizona looks like they never got off the fucking jet. Oops.
It was a trap game for the Cardinals.
We saw the Detroit replacements beat a playoff contending team.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I was looking at this all day. I was looking at draft rankings, like 30 or 40 different ones so far today, and most of them still have Kayvon Thibodeau above Hutchinson. So losing the number 1
which is nuts.
It's all based off his potential, though, is what I can see on it. So if they go that way, That's not a bad thing, because if Jacksonville takes Thibodeau, you can get Hutchinson at 2 or 3 at less money.
Actually, the first 5 picks, there's no difference because of the rookie salary cap. It doesn't change till after pick 5.
We got to catch up on these comments. Dan Davis says, what did y'all think of Tom Brady telling the Saints coach to go F-bomb himself?
I think it was kind of unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
He
was mad.
He got lucky that the refs weren't in the right vision area to see it. That's what I say, because that's no different than somebody taunting another team.
Yeah, and I believe right after that is when he went to the sideline and grabbed the tablet and smashed it.
Yeah, Bolt fan brought that up. Brady smashed the tablet too.
Michael Huck says, I don't care if we draft 1, 2, or 3. We'll end up with a good player, no matter what. Theodore, Hutchinson, or Hamilton.
Out of those 3, my order is Hutchinson, Hamilton, Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, thank you. Man, they should just make every player's name Smith. I would never have a problem.
What? Just you still can't say Iguabuke?
Nope.
Kayvon Smith.
Big Dan says there are plenty damn good defensive players in the rounds 1 through 3 of this draft that I'd be happy to have on this Lions roster. Do we like Hutch? Yes, but if we don't get him, oh well. We will still be good.
Food, not good. Food.
He said food. You said read it as is.
I automatically changed that one in my head for some reason. I never
because you knew what he meant.
Read it. Dang.
Because he said food and it changed your mind right away.
Right. Now I'm starting to think of food.
Good thing I just ate.
Cheese shaped right.
I think this is going back to what you said, Stat Man. I think it was you, if I remember correctly. But look at what they did with the players now. So going to this comment right here, I think that the staff that we have is plenty capable of taking someone not so high up and making them to a player like that caliber. I really do.
You guys want to know the full list of players that I would take above Thibodeau?
Nope, not really.
And none of them are a QB.
Matt Corral, you know that. Don't lie. You love that.
No, not 1 minute. Not one bit.
You want Malik Wilson over him.
Is that Steam?
Actually, Grandizer 12, I completely agree. Well, he won't be in the discussion, but Coach Campbell should be in the Coach of the Year discussion. He is coaching a depleted Lions team in a rebuild year, and he is still motivating this team to fight.
Exactly. They don't have to go out there and play like they are, being a 2-win team. They don't have to go out there and have the attitude that they have, but they do.
Heck.
They go out there and they play with heart. They play to win every game.
Well,
they didn't give up. They're not giving
except
up.
for 4 this year.
Yeah,
you got to give me that. There was 4 where it was like the team didn't even show up. But
yeah, but for the most
part, they've played 14 games so far. And out of those 14 games, 10 of them is good. And Grandizer 12 also says, George Kalafdis, defensive end out of Purdue, could be an awesome top 10 pick too. He is said to be the most versatile. They say the same thing about Thibodeau too, because he played outside linebacker in DN. You can say the same thing about Hutchinson, who's played outside linebacker in DN. And I don't know what defensive scheme that Purdue runs. I do know that Michigan switched from the 4-3 when Dan Brown was fired to when they got the guy they got from Harbaugh to a 3-4 over-under. Oh my gosh, what do we run? A 3-4 over-under.
All you hear about really, and this happens all the time, pretty much every year, you hear about a couple people that the top guys, and that's all you hear about. But you have to remember, there's plenty of other prospects.
Oh yeah,
to choose from. It's not just
Amani Arawariye, 5th round pick.
Yep, look at him now.
Wait,
from what school, Logan?
Wait, Penn State.
I said Logan, not Jackass.
Because you knew I'd know.
I know, dumbass. I was asking
That's
Logan.
2 flags.
Logan, can you just flag Jeremy just for the pure purpose of it? Just because I said please.
For what?
I said please.
I'm going to
No,
break
well-
my phone throwing this at my camera here, and next time you guys want to keep up this freaking bickering.
You know,
I don't know what
man,
you're talking about.
I have to say this real quick. I feel like you've been practicing that flag throw because it's gotten a lot better.
Where the fun in that, Andy? It is fun to see you try and say the names. You should
It
see him
is.
try. You should see him try to say hockey names.
Oh my, no way. No way. You can't even
What
say
is all this
hockey
about?
names.
I absolutely can. It took me a while, but I freaking watched so much of those Canadians breaking hockey cards. I can say their names now.
Have you ever
And
those
Eric
breaks are
Whitson.
ridiculous. Go
And
Lions.
Eric Whitson says, "Go Lions."
Go Lions.
Michael Huck, with what Campbell and his coaching staff has done, do you think it helps bring in quality free agents next year?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I absolutely do.
I think
The better
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go.
the better he does as a coach, motivating this team and being in against possible playoff contending teams. As much as I hate to say it, the Cards were the number 1 seed, so therefore they were the Super Bowl favorite at that time when we beat them. Do you know how huge that is for free agents looking in that want to come to a team and build something for the future? That means
there's-
any of these guys coming off their rookie contracts should be happy to come here.
They're looking at they look at it like, look at what these guys have done with what they had. You know what I mean? And it's not a I don't know, sour atmosphere in Detroit right now. It's I can't think of any other word, but
There's hope
not.
now with what there is. There is hope. The only problem is, while it's going to bring in some free agents the way they're coaching this year and that, it's not going to have as big of an impact as it would if they would have had a winning record this year and turned the culture around instantly. Now, next year, after next year, I think, Dan Campbell being your head coach will draw more players there.
Well, even though they didn't have a winning record this year, is not the culture already turned around?
Oh, 100%. It's way better than it was with Patricia.
Well, yes, it is.
But you know what? They could have put a rock out there on the sideline and it had been a better culture than we had with Patricia.
Wasn't it the same thing? A rock and Patricia?
No.
Dead weight?
No.
Just standing there, not moving.
Yep.
No, he moved when he was in his golf cart.
Yeah, when you have that little scooter thing.
I'm talking about like when he was losing big, he just stand on the sideline, arms folded like this, and he's just staring like he doesn't know what to do, like he's lost.
JB, you want to grab this one?
Sure. Grandizer 12 says, I was told that the Lions have a lot of one-year contract expirings. I don't know whose contracts are expiring, but that is a show for another time. In all actuality, I can cover a little bit of it right now. As it stands right now, the only receivers that we have under contract next season, it is Cephas and Amon-Ra St. Brown. We have TJ Hawkinson. We have most of the O-line under contract, but the one we should gut because it saves $15 million is Big V. Hallelujah, whatever you say his first name, Vaitai. I can't do it. Halapalooty, whatever. Lollapalooza. I don't care what his name is. He's got to go. On the defensive side, Charles Harris is one, which I hope to God we re-sign. Anzalone, I can live with or without him because he did improve his play after Collins left. I think he tried to look bad so Collins would look better. On the defense, on the cornerbacks, AO's contract's up after this year because he was a 5th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to pick him up because there's no way I'm letting him go. He's our solid number 2, if not our number 1 on this roster next year.
Yeah, especially with Akuda trying to come back from an Achilles injury. It's going to be tough on him.
Number 1, I agree with that.
Wait a second. You agreed with JB?
Yeah, I know. Hell froze over somewhere.
And I also know Tracy Walker's contract is expiring with him playing as a top 5 safety in the NFL right now. And that's regardless whether it's free safety or strong safety. He should be re-signed.
Now,
Yeah,
let me ask you this. You say to re-sign Charles Harris. He's in the last year of his deal, right?
He only got a 1-year deal. We picked him up this year as a prove-it year. That's what a lot of these players got because we didn't have a lot of money to do a long contract with a lot of these guys. So we picked up a bunch of them and just said, hey, come here and prove it. If we like you, we keep you. Charles Harris, since Flowers went down, he has became a sack artist.
One other guy I would like to re-sign, and he's a receiver, Josh Reynolds.
Yep.
I honestly think his chemistry with Jared Goff will carry over into next year, and I think it's going to be a dynamic duo there, honestly.
What the hell do you mean your nipple fell off?
Agreed. You didn't do that.
Only on live shows, I tell you what.
Grandizer 12 says stock up, stock down of Lions after this game, players, coaching position, other areas.
I'd say most of the players' stock is up except for Will Harris and Godwin Igwebuike. Coaching, every coach is up except for Anthony Lynn, which should have been on the chopping block already. Mm-hmm. And the other areas, special teams were doing good. I want us to re-sign that Riley Patterson that we picked up off of the Patriots practice squad. That guy hasn't missed a field goal yet.
Oh, he has a leg.
Andy, to clarify on what just happened, she said her nipple fell off because I agreed with Jeremy.
She laughed so hard her nipple fell off. Okay.
Not before you do this comment, the other one, back to this one. I seen a lot of stuff about how much what's the word I'm thinking of? How much the Lions are being talked about nationally right now after that win, like how much they're being talked about, and it's a lot of good stuff for Detroit and Dan Campbell especially. Granddaughter says, I asked a Cardinals content creator, was Lions versus Cards a fluke game, or was it a game where Lions just matched up well versus Cards, or was it the Lions were a better team? He said.
And what did he say? Because there has to be another comment coming up.
Lions were the dominant team. Cards did not have an answer. Lions came to play, and Cards thought they'd go in and win this game easy and got punched in the mouth.
That's the most accurate statement I've heard yet. Because did you guys read the editorial that I wrote about the game review?
Nope.
I said it looked like the Arizona Cardinals didn't even take the Lions seriously. And the Lions just put their foot on their throat and never took it off.
And that's a team I've been waiting to see for a long time. I swear, even in past years, we'd get a big lead and somehow let a team come back within 3 to 7 points at the very end, and it just makes it. It's like, keep your foot on the pedal, keep going. Like that playoff game against Dallas, we were up 21-3.
We were up 24-3.
Yeah, and we let off the pedal. All of a sudden, our offense was stagnant. We couldn't move the ball. We didn't play defense all of a sudden because they were on the field the whole time.
No, there's a lot more to it than just that. We went away from the run in that game. Zach Zenner had 61 yards rushing in the first half with a touchdown. In the second half, he had one play, got 8 yards. We got a first down after that. Then every time we hit third down, it was either a holding penalty or a block in the back on a run play or another holding penalty every third down in that second half.
That's that home field cooking.
And it doesn't help that, they had the Dallas cheerleaders party bus there and all the refs were on it the night before that we saw in a video the next day. Yes, sir.
I'm speaking.
Today, Junior.
I did that because I couldn't remember what the hell I was going to say. I've been waiting to say it. No, I just think it's crazy that we went out. The Cardinals came. They tried. They did not win. Obviously, we blew them up. And we don't have all of our starters in there, not even close.
Oh, you didn't
We're
have
at
any
80%
backups
practice
in
squad roster.
Right, and
We had backups to
dominated
backups.
them. We dominated them. I mean, what does that tell you about the depth that this team could have? The depth that we could have.
Here's a crazy thing about Matt Patricia. As bad as a coach he was, he never lost to Arizona. The Lions have had Arizona's number historically. I think what said something like we're 74-39 against them, which means since Arizona's been a team, we've only lost to them 39 times out of 113 matchups.
I don't know. I wonder if there's something behind that.
Logan, you want to take this one?
Lions remaining games at Atlanta, at Seattle, and home against Green Bay. Can see Lions winning all three. Yeah, I can see it too. Seattle's suspect. Atlanta's like a hit or miss team. You catch them on their good days, they're a good team. If not, we could win that.
If Goff is able to start for all three games, I agree with that statement 100%. But seeing how Goff is in COVID protocol with actual COVID, not just tested positive, which means he can't come back for 10 days minimum. It's not just 2 negative tests and he gets to come back.
Yep.
So
but
that means we're stuck with Boyle. We're stuck with Boyle, who plays like a boil stuck on your butt. Or you go with the guy you've never seen off the practice squad, Steven Montez, because David Blau is out for the season on the IR.
Or you go out and see if Mike Vick will come back.
Or on the side note, Jeremy's sus too.
What?
Nothing.
What was that? It was blurred.
He said something about me. I heard my name, and then everybody was laughing. I didn't hear the last part.
I was just laughing at Michael Vick.
I was just referring to the teams that Logan was saying was suspect, and I just kind of pointed down at you.
Oh, Green Bay heard my name. I got it.
Well, Green Bay is more than likely going to have the division. They already have the division locked up, and they're more than likely going to have that number 1 seed locked up by that time that they play us. So more than likely, we're going to be seeing Jordan Love, A.J. Dillon. We're going to be seeing a bunch of backups out there playing against us.
You know, and I've heard that a lot from Packers fans. The only way, if you guys beat us, it's going to be because all of our starters are sitting. I can't stand that crap.
I can't stand teams that do that. Like play every game.
I equate that to the same mentality as these guys coming out in the draft saying, "Screw my college that gave me a scholarship. I'm not going to play in the bowl game because I have a chance to make millions."
Kenneth Walker.
You choked there, Logan? Are you okay?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenneth Walker.
Kenny Pickett and Flickett. Yep. Kenny Pickett and Flickett. He's doing the same thing.
Michael Huck says, except Philly, we were pretty much in every game.
You probably missed
by the Washington football team.
We weren't in the Bengals game. We were leading at halftime, but we never scored another point in the Packers game, so you can't say we were in that game anymore. We didn't even show up in Denver, so that's 4 games total.
Yeah, but
against Green Bay, we were in part of the game.
Right, we were in for a half. We had the best 2 halves of football to make 4 quarters.
Granddaughter 12 says history. Detroit versus Cards have met each other 69 times, with the Detroit Lions winning 35 games and the Arizona Cardinals winning 28 games. They have also tied 6 times. Detroit Lions lead the series 35, 28, and 6.
Don't forget they were the St. Louis Cardinals at one time, too.
Only you were around for that time, though. That don't count.
Not really. You guys were alive.
What's Eric Whitson have to say there, JB?
But we will miss Matt Stafford. We will miss Matt Stafford. And he suffered to brutal GMs and bad drafting and bad coaching. I mean, seriously, Caldwell was a great first half coach and then would go away from the run. He was great in season and die in the playoffs. I will say this till the day I die. Yes, 9-7 was not good enough when it doesn't make the playoffs. We just had a dumb GM decided to go for his butt buddy out of New England.
And we lose to Green Bay 2 years in a row to possibly win the division.
Hey, butt is not a bad word. Butt is clean.
It's what you added to it, JB.
Oh, the buddy?
It could be
That's a
offensive
friend.
to some. It could be offensive to some people.
Yeah, see, Michael Hucker, he says, I remember when the Cardinals were in St. Louis.
So you're old too. Okay, we got you.
When was that? Back in the 70s? I mean, I was only born in 87,
80s,
so.
And 80s. They didn't move there, I think, until mid-90s.
I don't think I started watching football until I was like 5 or 6. So that puts me at like early 90s, started watching football.
Which, at that time, L.A. Rams still existed, and St. Louis was the Cardinals when you started watching football.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, JB.
Yes, sir.
How about a shout out to the old sponsor, and then we could take a look at your hot and cold players.
Absolutely. Special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair. New and used tires, custom wheels. We can take care of anything your car needs at either 945 East Genesee in Saginaw or 1023 Broadway at Bay City. And if you go to the Bay City one, you might even see me there, seeing as how I'm the technician. Mention this ad, get $10 off a set of tires.
Well said, and thank you, A1 Tire and Auto Repair.
That's right. That's right. Hey, if you want to be a sponsor, if you got some kind of business and you'd like to sponsor us, let us know. We'll take some more sponsorships. We're all about it. We got a new one coming. Bowdy, you know what I'm saying, Shody?
Mm-hmm.
Who we got?
It's a secret.
We got a new one coming very soon, possibly in the mix.
I'm hoping it's this one that we drink all the time.
Well, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Hot and cold players, Smoking Jeremy B's hot and cold players of the week. Let's hear it.
Jared Goff with that smoking hot 21 of 26 for 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. That was amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 8 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Craig Reynolds averaging 4.3 yards with his 112 yards rushing on 26 carries. Charles Harris and the way he dominated Kyler Murray, he had no answer, and neither did the O-line. He was hit 4 times. He was sacked 1.5. I think it was our other practice squad player that had the half a sack, that Jesse Lemonier. And then the entire O-line did a great job. Yes, there was a couple sacks here and there. Tommy Kramer gave up one, and thank God we had Evan Brown back because we didn't have a D tackle going straight up the middle going ole to Jared Goff. It was a good game. Cold players, Will Harris and Godwin Igwebuike. Will Harris was out of position a lot, missed a bunch of tackles. And then Godwin, for the second week in the row, you get a chance to break one and you fumble. Hold on to the ball.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, Godwin, he just needs to sit on the bench.
High and tight, Godwin. High and tight.
I mean, I 100% agree with your players of the week, especially the hot players. I don't think there's anybody that I would even add to that.
I would to the hot players. The best player on the team, Amani Warrior.
Oh yeah, he's not on there, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I missed him. I was more focusing on there was so much offense. I wanted to throw a defensive player in there, and I saw the sacks by Charles Harris and was quite impressed with how he got them.
Did you see that interception on Kyler was headed to AJ Green?
Yeah.
It's right behind me.
And
nowhere.
It's right behind me.
Hey, thank God that happened because that was right after Godwin Igwebuike fumbled the ball again.
Yeah.
So now when there's fumbles, we're just going to refer to him as Godwin's, right?
And he made another beautiful catch on an interception where he landed out of bounds, though, too.
Yeah,
too. Oh, my goodness. That guy's got hands.
Well, here's the crazy thing about Amani Oruwariye. Just before the draft that year, he was projected to be a late first-round pick. And then some sex scandal came out. Where it came from, we don't know. And lo and behold, nobody wanted to pick him, and he fell to the 5th round, and that's when the Lions grabbed him. So that was the steal of the draft.
So that makes me think maybe the Lions released that to the press there. So
it came out of this. It was leaked by the Penn State student newspaper body.
Well, you know what? I don't believe stuff like that always happened right there before the draft. Look at Laramie Tunzel. A video from like 5 years before he was drafted got leaked on draft night, so he would drop.
Look at the crap that came out about Dan Campbell from when he was in college because he got hired as the Lions coach. Stuff that he already apologized for publicly in a television interview at that local news station. That should have never came to light. Look at the difference between the ESPN articles wrote by the same blessed author from ESPN. In 2018, the year we hired Patricia, it says, the only coach no one's talking about it, but is probably the most deserved. And it gave all this glowing reviews about how good of a coach Dan Campbell will be. He gets hired by the Lions. The same exact guy used all those points as negatives to make him look bad.
How you get people to keep reading your shit, man.
The media hates Detroit Lions football. The NFL hates Detroit Lions football.
Well, maybe if they start winning, that they'd get some respect then, and they wouldn't hate him as much, right?
I think they're starting to get respect now, even though they're not winning. They're getting respect.
When Roger Goodell showed up at the first preseason game and walked up to Sheila and Dan Campbell, and he watched them practicing before the game, he goes, I really respect what you're doing with this team, is what he told Sheila Ford-Hamp in front of a reporter that was right there. Go ahead.
Comments to catch up on, fellas. Michael Huck says, I started watching football when Miami went undefeated.
1972.
Big Dan says, Seattle versus the Rams tonight. Former Lion Quandre Diggs just picked off former Lion Matthew Stafford.
Oh, just like the first year we got Quandre Diggs in a Lions uniform in off-season workouts.
Kyler Murray said himself they didn't see Aaron Glenn's defense coming. He wishes they knew the Lions' D was that good. In other words, they underestimated the Lions. And you hear that a lot from opposing quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson said the same type of thing. That it was so hard to play in
Detroit. Matt Stafford said it was harder to play Detroit than it was to play Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. JB, why don't you start this one? This comment.
Is there a Lions practice squad player that is ready or should be promoted to the active roster? Well, Grandizer 12, I don't know if he's ready, but I guarantee you he has to play better than Tim Boyle did. Bring up Steven Montez. Can't be worse.
Yeah, and Craig Reynolds was brought up from the practice squad. That was the guy that was definitely ready.
That was the guy I would.
I want him to cut Geronimo Allison again and give that Travis Johnson a call back. Tall and speed and has vertical leap.
Yeah, that was I never understood that. Why they didn't get that
we only had him on the practice squad for a week. We never even gave him a shot.
Didn't even give him a shot. That's same thing I feel like with Craig Reynolds. Like, we didn't give him a shot to be on the active 53-man roster before the season. So when he got his opportunity, he's like, all right, I'm going to show everybody what I can do.
And there's my big news, boys. There's my big news. Yesterday, Craig Reynolds was signed not only to the active 53-man roster, he was given a one-year extension through the season of 2022.
Yeah, and that
well deserved.
A while ago.
Yeah, Godwin Igwebuike should have been on the practice squad as far as I'm concerned.
Don't know how
and I said that at preseason.
I don't know how you look at those two running backs in practice and all that and say that Reynolds should be on the practice squad.
Because Igwebuike can return punts and kicks. That was it.
That's the only thing he can do better.
But he didn't even use him for that.
Extra guy.
I think they need to find a new kick returner.
Mm-hmm. Big Dan says,
Raymond.
Grandizer 12, Steve Montez, the Lions practice squad QB, should be elevated to the main roster. Grandizer 12 says the only love Lions football on Thanksgiving Day.
No, they don't even love it then. They want the Lions.
No, they have been asking. They have been asking for years for the Detroit Lions to give up at least every other year of the Thanksgiving Day game. But the Thanksgiving Day game would not exist if in 1934, when the owner of WJR actually said, hey, why don't we put Lions football on the radio on Thanksgiving? That is how the tradition got started. No other team would do it. And the first game was Detroit versus Chicago, in which Detroit won.
Yeah, they've been wanting us out of that for a long time.
Then came the turducken.
Yeah, Madden.
True story. Grand Arcel says, at Daniel Davis, thanks. Nice. And Michael Huck. I want to say something before I read this comment. It's nice to see some new faces or new names popping up in the comments tonight.
Yes, it is.
Very much for that. Michael Huck says, Jeremy, is that the same ESPN person that wanted the Lions GM job but was butthurt when they hired Holmes?
No. That was AG, and his last name starts with a D. I want to call him Wanky for some reason, but I know that's not his name.
What's on your mind calling him Wanky, man? Dirty old man.
Wanke is Wanky.
And he's thinking of Louis Riddick.
Wanke, Wanky.
No, there's a guy that's been writing articles about wanting to be the GM of the Lions. His name is actually Daniel Kelly. He was a former head scout of the New York Jets when Bill Parcells and company was there. He was the guy that drafted Butt Fumble.
Oh, yeah. No, thanks. You can stay at ESPN where you're at, buddy.
Yeah, I don't like butt fumbles.
Now he writes opinion pieces about what he sees out of scouts for DraftKings. And he wrote one about Penei Sewell when the Lions drafted him. The Lions should have drafted Devontae Smith because he would do more for the offense than Penei Sewell. It's probably the stupidest line I've ever read in written media.
You know what I've liked about the Lions? They've actually built an offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
How long has Lions fans been talking about that? We never had an offensive line. Now we actually have one.
Since Joey Harrington was a quarterback.
Oh, best
quarterback. Our last good offensive line, and they weren't that great, was back when Scotty Mitchell, Andre Ware, Rodney Peete, and all them with Lomas Brown and those guys. That was a good offensive line, and that's the one that Barry Sanders ran through. And they said, well, wouldn't you rather play for a team like Detroit with all those big, beefy offensive linemen? He goes, why? As a small guy, I fit between those skinny guys a lot better.
He said as a team like the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was like the Cowboys. Yep.
Hey, so we got a couple more things to do before we end the show today. Statman, I'm going to throw these on you, my friend, just because you do it so well. We got some merchandise out there. If somebody wanted to get their hands on some, where might they do that?
You're going to want to check out wearelionsnation.com. Check out that bucket hat right there. I have one personally. Sweetest hat ever. And then we got the Smoking That Hopium Since 1934 hoodie. And that's actually been one of our more popular items. One of the commenters here, Dan Davis, actually purchased himself one, and he says he loves it. So,
and the last thing, make sure to subscribe, like, and share to We Are Lions Nation podcast. I said we got one like in today, so thank you for that.
Get those likes up, people. That helps out the show overall.
Give it a thumbs up.
Before we end the show like we always do, one more time, Statman, if you wouldn't mind reminding everyone about the giveaway.
So we got our subscriber giveaway where we are giving away or giving you a chance to win a Chrome Matt Stafford autograph mini helmet with COA. And we got a Black Eclipse DeAndre Swift in the blue ink there autographed mini helmet. And we also have a signed DeAndre Swift jersey coming in. So the way that you get entered to win these items, you have to simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, go over to our Facebook page. We have a post about the giveaway. You take a screenshot of your subscription and you post it there in the comments, or you can directly message us through Facebook Messenger.
Thank you, Statman. JB, I know you have a few words to say as well before Statman does his thing.
I want to say something about the team before I go into that.
Mm-hmm.
This by far was the best game played in over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that thinks that this is bad for the team, for them to win, you can take that opinion and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Right up,
because
the sun shine.
Yep, right up there. Hey,
right up it.
Those words all go together very well and are clean as a whistle.
I know. I just like throwing a flag at you.
As clean as the place where the sun don't shine is when you use the Dan Leonard toilet paper, also available at wearelionsnation.com. Or are we still sold out?
We're sold out still.
Eat a dick, Jeremy.
Hey, that's a flag. Priests and old ladies, Dan.
Whoa.
Settle it down, guys.
Whoa. Simmer down now. Simmer down.
Let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. There's plenty of mental illnesses, anxiety, depression. You can name millions of them. Bipolar disorder, which is what they used to call manic depressive. Sometimes the medication doesn't help. Sometimes the people around you make you feel like you're worthless, or just those mental illnesses make you feel that way. If that's the case, please reach out. If you can't reach out to one of us and you want to reach out to someone anonymously, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline hours are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and in multiple languages. And there also is the Veterans Crisis Line for the veterans that are struggling right now with PTSD and all the traumatic things that they've been through. Please reach out, call one of them, because no one is worthless. Everybody's worth something. Somebody loves everybody.
Great
well
job,
said, JB.
Thank you, buddy. Crazy Ken says, another great show, guys. Keep it up.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Crazy Ken. And last comment that now I say last comment and another one came in. Second to last comment, Grander says, Soul Man, I am the content creator who reached out to you via Facebook about a possible pregame versus Falcons content creator. I hope he got a hold of you. He has not gotten a hold of me yet. I don't know if you're the one on Facebook that commented, but if somebody else is has to get a hold of me, I've not heard from anyone else yet. But yeah, we are down. We're always down. If you have a podcast, we are always down to talk football and collaborate or bring on other podcast members. We're always down for that anytime.
Heck, hop into our mashup show and have fun doing the pick'em. We're going to talk a few Lion subject. We can even come up with one about the Falcons for you.
Granddad says, thanks, We Are Lions Nation podcast for taking my questions. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Season's greetings. Have a great week and good luck this weekend. Thank you, Grandizer. Yeah. Same to you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Statman?
Let's not forget, tomorrow night, Gridiron Chat, NFC North. We're working on getting us a Minnesota, Chicago Bears, and a Cheddarhead fan other than Andy over here.
Do they even exist right now?
I'm making a rule: no Cheddarhead fans allowed.
Hey, Michael Huck said, found you on the Detroit Lions on the Prowl Facebook page. Enjoyed the show. Hey, thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Please
we appreciate that.
Word. Please spread the word. All of our shows are always fun, and we don't forget we read every single comment because we are live, so we don't want to miss anybody. So spread the word, Michael, if you know anybody else out there that might be interested in watching us. And Bolt Fan says, Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays, Bolt Fan. And then Michael. And Michael on that comment, also, if you haven't entered yourself into it, get yourself entered into our giveaway on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right, time to end this show the only way we do it. me singing a fight song, and it is oh so glorious after a victory. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions! One pride. Let's go, Detroit.
One pride. One pride. Hey, on behalf of Smoking the JB, Statman, the smartest man in the room, Dr. Von Doom, and myself, the Soul Man.
Boom.
Thank you all for watching tonight. We will see you tomorrow night for our NFL show, Gridiron Chat, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss that. Good night, everybody.
And please don't forget to spay and neuter your cats.
Spade and neuter your motherfucking cat.
Hey!